Have you ever wondered what North Calgary, the Quadrant, has to offer? This specific video is a part of my 8-video series touring Calgary. I will virtually go through every single quadrant on Google Maps and share my insight with you. Hi, my name is Fyfe and I create value-driven content to help educate you and the people you know about real estate. Please consider subscribing and browsing the channel to find other relatable topics that could help you out this year or later in life. So let's get into it. So this tour will be on Google Maps, but I do want to start off by showing all of the quadrants based off of the Calgary Real Estate Board. And today's video will be concentrating on the baby blue up here, which is Calgary North. 27 communities and ever expanding. So we can see here on the map that does line it out, but what I'll try to do is make it more realistic by highlighting it on Google Maps. So what we'll do is we'll start right at the corner of Nose Hill Park. We'll go up John Laurie, over McKnight Boulevard, all the way up Deerfoot Trail, all the way over to Sarcee Trail. We'll go down Sarcee Trail, over Stoney Trail, down Shagnappy, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to hug all Nose Hill Park all the way down back to this corner. And that right there is Calgary North. So what we'll do is we'll start with the pros of the quadrant and then end with the cons. So I will start off by saying that North Calgary has some very large arteries for traffic flow. We can see Stoney Trail here, going down to Deerfoot Trail, and then Beddington Trail running right through the middle of it. We do see that a lot of these roads are quite wide, which do help with getting traffic in and out of the area. So there are a lot of amenities in the area, like Deerfoot City, which is down here, moving up to Country Hills, which is right over here. Then we'll go over north here to Simmons Valley, and then we do have Sherwood, which does have a Costco as well. Now there is a brand new community being built over here called Livingston, so there will be a brand new downtown district with the Green Line going directly to this community, but we'll touch on that in future slides. Now the one thing I do like about Calgary North is that we do have a lot of green space here. So Nose Hill Park is the size of probably about 3 or 4 communities, as well as Nose Creek. Both of these little parks offer some really good after work getaway, especially if you do have a dog that you need to walk. Now you can go ahead and couple that with panoramic views. Having Nose Hill Park and other higher elevated communities, North Calgary has many different sights to see, spanning across the whole city on a clear day. Like all other communities, North Calgary does have a lot of new construction and brand new neighborhoods up here. Now Sage Hill and Nolan Hill are nearing completion, whereas Livingston and Lewisburg are just getting started. I will put a few of the links in the description below so you can browse those communities on your own. Now with that new downtown-like district, I want to highlight the Green Line. The city has finally started phase 1 of that project. Now this train is supposed to run all the way from the north to the southeast down here, passing right through downtown. Now I'm not going to get into too much detail about this project, but I do want to let you know that there are links in the description that will help provide you with information when it comes to the Green Line transportation. Now the last pro about Calgary North is the absolute easy access to the airport. Now Alberta is well known for its oil and gas industry, and we do have many residents that do fly in and out for their jobs. Being in a solid community that is so close to the airport is a major bonus for those who continually finding themselves traveling for work, especially for entrepreneurs who have businesses outside of our city. Now that's about all the pros that I do have for Calgary North. It is a pretty big quadrant and it does offer a lot of different opportunities, both older homes, bigger lots, and brand new homes in newer communities. But let's move on to the cons. So let's remember that this is a personal opinion. It wouldn't be a very good overview unless I shared some of the cons about Calgary North. Although they're not too many in my opinion, I want to make sure that we are considering them before you start investing into real estate here. So depending on where you're located, you can find yourself hearing some noises caused by road traffic along Deerfoot and Stoney, as well as the airport. Now this isn't a concern for everyone out there, but someone like myself who has sensitive hearing, I would definitely put that into consideration. Moving forward to the next one, there's really no direct transit to downtown besides buses. It's a fairly straightforward drive to downtown, either 14th, 4th, or Deerfoot Trail. But those who want to be near all the action or have to travel downtown for work would find themselves dealing with taxis or a lot of buses. As mentioned, Calgary does have plans to construct the Green Line, but with the number of delays and expected completion date, you could be waiting a little while for that to finally come to completion. Another con that I do want to highlight is the landfill. Just like certain communities in the southeast, Calgary does have a landfill north of Stoney Trail, and west of Sarcee Trail in this area here. Now, if the wind blows in that perfect direction, places like Simmons Valley and Nolan Hill could start to smell that odor. Now, unfortunately, I don't have an estimated number of days per year that this happens, but it definitely is something to consider if you're looking at communities up in this northern quadrant. So just like the Northwest, North Calgary does have many hills in its communities. So depending on where you live and what vehicle you drive, you could be experiencing some frustrations when driving around those icy hills in the wintertime. And finally, the train line. So going back to that noise thing, there is a pretty busy railroad that connects Edmonton to Calgary. Although the train typically moves slow through the city, it can cause deep rumble and noise annoyance to some people living close by. Now, usually you will see a small reflection in price when the home is situated pretty close to the rail line, but that's something to check up on Google Maps prior to making any sort of commitments. Alright, so that's it. That's my overview of North Calgary. If I missed anything, please let me know in the comments, as I would like to continue to do this year over year as Calgary continues to grow. So don't forget to check out my channel, as I do create other forms of informative content that will teach you all about Calgary real estate. So until next time, peace.